What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Stay Till the Credits. My name is Sebastian.
My name is JP. Sorry, I was lagging, mental lag right there.
It's okay, it happens. As you can see, this time we didn't forget to introduce ourselves at the beginning of the episode. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
for once.
That's pretty refreshing. Today we're talking about Jordan Peele's latest movie, Nope. His third movie, I believe, right?
Yeah, his third. Um, I guess you can kind of. Never mind. I was gonna say a trilogy, but they're not connected at all.
No.
But I mean, it is his third movie. He has put out some great stuff in those three times, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. That all three of his movies that have come out have been pretty successful, and those are his first three movies. And it's not just that. Uh, he did it in a genre that he had never worked in before. So that's crazy to think about for Jordan Peele. So good for him.
That's cool. It's crazy to think that it's a genre that like he's never worked with before. Obviously, Jordan Peele, he was always like a comedy guy, right? Like we all saw him in Key and Peele. It's crazy that he does horror now because I think he does horror so well, um, especially because it has like a lot of commentary. I think this movie isn't as full of commentary, or it does have commentary, but I don't think it's as well presented as the other movies that he's done.
It's probably just because it's not as obvious. Uh,
Yeah,
but I see what you mean about
yeah.
the commentary on the movie. But yeah, I mean, Jordan Peele, like you said, known more for his comedy role in Key and Peele,
Hmm.
which by the way, super underrated. I didn't never watched it really unless there was like clips on it that was on TikTok or Comedy Central or even YouTube. Like one of the most famous ones that I can think of is he comes up for like a second, but it's the one with the substitute teacher that Peel, I mean not Peel,
He,
Key, Keegan Michael Key. He's the one that he's playing the substitute teacher and just mispronouncing all the kids' names inc- incredibly incorrectly.
yeah, Aaron, D
Exactly.
Nice,
Exactly.
all those.
It's probably the most famous one, I think.
Yeah, and then one of the more recent ones that became a meme was Jordan Peele as president.
Oh yeah, of course. Jordan
Yeah,
Peele is president. Yeah, there's a bunch that I can think of the top of my head. Also the one where like they're, oh, do you have a minute to save children? Just $1 will save children. He's like, fine, give me five.
I really like the one. I don't know if you've seen it where they're talking about like their wives, like but they're talking about them behind their back, but every time they are talking about their wives, they like make sure that their wives aren't around, and they just keep getting farther and farther and farther away from the house just to avoid potentially talking about their wives or like in front of their wives. That one's really good. I love that one.
I don't remember. I don't remember that one exactly, but yes, all of their skits are have been pretty funny, and of course, as we mentioned, they've become even more popular. Not just because of Comedy Central, because of all social media. But yeah, Keegan and Michael Key and Jordan Peele, they're both comedic geniuses. I think they stopped their show a couple of
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah. I think it's been a while. Yeah,
Yeah, so that sucks because they are both really funny. But they didn't stop for because they got in a fight or anything. They just stopped because they just got tired of it, I think. Uh, but they are still friends in real life, and I'm glad for that because they definitely need to work on more things together. And now we see Jordan Peele working on these movies,
mm-hmm.
which are pretty great,
Yeah, and
like in general.
not just like he's directed these three movies, but he also has his production company, which
Hmm.
uh I think has worked on the Twilight Zone remake that came out a couple years ago. I haven't seen that one. Um, I think he also worked on the Candyman remake that came out.
Yeah, I think he was a producer on it,
Yeah, so
or he did something.
pretty good stuff, not just on the directing side, but on the producing side as well for Jordan Peele.
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
yeah. So I guess we should talk about the movie now. So JP, what's the movie about? What's Nope about?
Uh, Basically, I mean, it's kind of funny. Jordan Peele did a really good job not letting us know what the movie was about until like right before release.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I mean, I don't really remember. Actually, I remember more for Us, which was his second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but for Get Out, I really didn't remember any promotional material for it. I really only like saw it when the movie came out, and that's it.
Yeah, I
Um,
kind of for that movie, I don't remember watching the trailer or anything like that. I just remember once it was available for me to like watch online, I saw it online, and I was
Same,
and
same.
it was pretty cool.
So for Get Out, I really didn't see any promotional material, so I can't speak for that one. But like for Us and for this one, for Nope, uh, he did a great job not letting us know what exactly the movie's about. Which trailers nowadays for movies, they suck sometimes. They
Yeah,
reveal too much,
yeah.
and I think like Jordan Peele does a great job with trailers.
Like
Um,
I remember when the first like poster came out for this movie, it was just the cloud with like
yeah,
the little I hit my microphone with like the little flags around it just saying nope. And everybody was speculating about what this movie was gonna be. And it was
yeah.
pretty cool.
I had no idea. And to be fair, I mean, if you don't know what the movie's about, I'll say it now. The Nope is about aliens, which is something that I didn't expect Jordan Peele to touch base on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Um it's so out there. Because his last two movies were more so about like I said, it's like this movie does have commentary, but I feel like the last two had commentary more so ingrained with like the villain of those movies
Hmm.
and more so ingrained to the story of the characters. And in this one, like in this one, it's so weird that it's like a science fiction horror movie
Hmm.
compared to like just creepy human antagonists from the last two movies.
Hmm.
But it was cool. I
Yeah, for sure.
I like the aliens in this.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to spoil anything.
to be fair, I don't know. I can't think of a bad uh alien horror movie,
Mm,
really. Because I mean, for example, Alien and Aliens, the movies, I love those movies.
yeah, but like
Uh, Signs was pretty great.
yeah,
War of the Worlds was also pretty great. I think.
that's true.
Uh, I mean, I don't know. I feel like because it's something that we don't know about, um,
It makes it
you can't.
scary.
Yeah, it makes it scarier, exactly. But also, like, you can't you can't really mess it up because there's nothing to base it off.
I get you. Yeah, like
Um, you can't really mess it up unless it's like actually like a bad story. But like the aliens, you really can't mess up. You can do anything you want with them. Like, and I mean, in this one, it's definitely, since like I said, it's something that we don't know about. Jordan Peele actually he created new aliens that I had never seen before, uh, and like with a concept that is pretty new. I mean, should I say it, or do we just wait a little bit on the alien?
I say we wait just a little bit. I feel like we should introduce the cast and characters.
Yeah.
So this movie stars a family of I guess horse trainers, Hollywood horse trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Their business is sort of like declining, right? So we have Daniel Kaluuya who plays OJ, Otis Jr. And then we have Kiki Palmer, Mike Queen playing what's her name? Her name was Emerald, but they call her M in the movie. Uh, And basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to take pictures or get video of a UFO that's been around the area taking their horses,
Mhm.
right? Because they want to,
Because they know that it will give them money
yeah.
for their business.
So that's basically the main plot is them not necessarily fighting the alien, which would be the case in like other sort of alien horror movies, you know?
Hmm.
It's not them even trying to study the alien, it's just them trying to get it pictured so that they can be rich.
Hmm. Yeah, and I mean, to start off, the movie, it started off freaking violent,
Yeah, it was.
uh, and really unexpected. I was certainly surprised because first of all, it did not have to do with Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer's family. It started off with it started off with basically, to put it in simple terms, a monkey going bizarre,
Yeah,
going berserk,
a chimpanzee went ape shit and
basically.
and hurt a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so when that's like the opening scene of the movie, and I wasn't expecting that like at all. Um, to be fair, I wasn't expecting aliens or UFOs until like a week or so before the movie even came out.
Same. Same.
So to expect a killer chimpanzee, I was like, well, like I was really thrown off. But I think it's a I think it does a really good job of being creepy, especially when that scene gets revisited later and you get a little bit more context and
Hmm.
you see the rest of the scene and how that played out. Um,
Yeah.
CGI for that chimpanzee isn't great, but obviously with what the movie's trying to tell you, they're not gonna get a real chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Like that's
Especially since it's not super necessary to the story.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Like you don't need to hire a real chimpanzee, especially if it could do the damage that
I mean,
fake one did in the
dude,
movie.
monkeys are fucking strong.
Oh, dude, I know. I remember seeing that episode on Animal Planet on that TV show Fatal Attractions. It was about this couple that had a pet chimpanzee that they raised from like when there was a baby, and one day he just got mad and like ripped like the poor like dude's face off.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking intense. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, dude. I feel like we underestimate monkey strength. But not just chimps, like any monkey.
Gorillas.
Yeah, gorillas
Gorillas are super
especially.
strong.
Yeah. Like I remember seeing TikToks or something of a guy like, oh, you versus a gorilla, and the guy's like, yeah, if it was me, I could definitely take a gorilla.
No.
Like, no, dude, you're getting fucking demolished. You're getting torn into pieces
For sure.
by gorilla. And even then, you could also probably get torn into pieces by a chimp, a
Oh yeah.
chimpanzee.
Chimpanzees are freaking strong. Um there's like tons of images about just like the amount of like muscle that they have. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy, and that's why it kind of also Planet of the Apes is like kind of scary because if
Oh
they
yeah.
actually fucking do that,
Yeah.
like they could take over.
Yeah. One day the monkeys are not gonna see us as friends, guys. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All these movies are just it feels like a Black Mirror episode, like the chimpanzees. Like what I mean, Planet of the Apes feels like a Black Mirror episode that will just take over or something.
Yeah.
It's like a
Maybe.
possible future.
Oh yeah, sure.
And then also this, nope. It could be a possible future. You don't know how aliens are actually going to be like.
Yeah. This.
I mean, we still don't know. I mean, apparently the government knows that aliens are real and like they confirmed it already,
Yeah.
but they haven't made like they haven't made public contact.
Yeah, and it's that's funny because they talk about that in this movie about that video that came out
Yeah, I remember
a
that.
couple years ago about the UFO basically being confirmed. Um, it's crazy, man. The government, we know you're hiding something.
Hmm. I feel like that scene where they talked about the like the government confirming the existence of UFOs, I feel like they added that later. I don't feel like uh
It was
it
like
was original in the script. I feel like Jordan Peele, like it happened to be like around the time where he was filming it or writing the movie. So he's
mhm.
just like, "Oh, cool, I can add this."
Well, I wonder when he started writing this.
I would say around the time that Us came out, probably. Cuz Us came out what, in 2019, I think?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
probably.
yeah.
So it would make sense. That gives him like 3 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, this came out in 2019. So I probably like as soon as like the premiere was done for us, he was like, "All right, now I have time for a new movie." So I feel like that gives him enough time. So, and I feel like that about the UFOs probably happened 2020 or 2021
Yeah, I think it happened around 2020. Um it happened
or
that
like
year.
summer.
It happened that year that everything was just kept on like piling up and piling up, you know?
Yeah, I remember oh Mar or January Kobe died, which rest in peace. February something else happened, and then March was COVID, obviously.
Mhm.
Like every month was something, and I
Yeah.
remember they were doing a meme on Twitter where like, oh, next month is aliens, and then like the aliens were like, oh my god, we're up next, guys.
Yeah, and then the aliens did happen. So,
Yeah, so it's fucking crazy. So yeah, I have a feeling it just wasn't in the original script, which was nothing wrong. I mean, good for Jordan Peele. I mean, it worked out for him. Um, and it's just like a little inclusion, so it doesn't really affect the story. But yeah, Steven Yeun, he's also part of this cast.
mhm.
And he kind of plays a little bit of a big role.
Uh
Not that as big as the
I
family, but yeah.
I thought he was going to play a bigger role in the movie, and I was kind of sad that he didn't because I love Steven Yeun.
Hmm.
Um but he's cool. I mean, he plays basically like this owner of like this sort of like theme park cowboy
Hmm.
attraction in the middle of like the desert. It's nearby the ranch that
Hmm.
the what are they called, the Hayworths, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
the family, the Hayworths. So, and he's been buying horses from OJ and been using it in the attraction, and
Hmm.
yeah, Steven Yeun has like this really cool cowboy setup that he wears. You can hear like the freaking what's it called,
Boots.
the shows that he puts on from like the ranch.
Oh,
You can see the
I thought you were talking
lights.
about the little like freaks that the little boots
Oh
have
no no
when they
no! Oh
walk.
yeah, oh yeah.
Cowboys.
You can hear that, but yeah, his character's fun, but he has like a sort of a dark side, which we find
Yeah,
out.
it's kind of like I didn't expect it to be like that because I mean I wouldn't call him a villain of the movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
he
but it feels like he would be what you would consider the villain of like Get Out or the villain of Us. Because in this movie, the villain is actually like the alien, I guess.
yeah
Uh,
yeah
because like, but if you don't count the alien, there really is no villain.
yeah. There's no human villain in this. Um, you can go out on a stretch and say that maybe the cameraman at the end is a villain, or say that Steven Yeun's character is a villain, but they're not really villains. They're just more so
Yeah.
caught up in the spectacle of everything,
Hmm.
which is like the main theme of the movie is um that now in this age that we have so much technology, this movie really is like a black episode now that I think about it.
Black Mirror episode.
Black Mirror episode, yeah. Um, that basically we can't stop filming anything. You know, like a fight breaks out. What do? We say World Star and we start
World
recording.
Star.
Yeah, and so if like an alien showed up, I'm not gonna like run for help, or I mean, I don't know what I would do, but a lot of people probably now would like grab their phone and record and post a TikTok being like, "Oh, check out this stupid creepy thing I caught on camera."
Hmm.
Like that.
I mean, it makes sense
It makes
because
sense
it's
why.
something that we would actually do, but also because like it's something like back then, obviously, if you saw something
Yeah,
That's it. You saw it once and you
yeah.
can't see it again. So
And they make a point about it in this movie. Like back then, like if you saw something weird, you take a picture, you try to take a picture, people are gonna call you crazy. You know, you see that picture of Bigfoot, it's like that's not Bigfoot, dude. That's like your mom in like a costume or something, right? But now since we have this such high
which Bigfoot is real, by the
big, I don't know about that. Ooh,
way.
another strong monkey, yeah, probably exists. Um,
Strong monkey, yeah, definitely.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's I guess I sort of lost my train of thought, but that's like the main reason why they sort of have like that bad vibe to them is that they can't stop
Hmm.
doing what they're trying to do.
Exactly. But we haven't mentioned why these people have to get or they need to get more money. So basically, I mean, we you talked about that they own like a
A ranch,
ranch with horses.
yeah,
The Hollywood Hay Horses. That's, I think that was the name of the company.
Hollywood Hayworth
Uh
Hollywood Horses. Yeah, it was
yeah, some,
three H's.
yeah, exactly. So basically, they explain in the movie that Kiki Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, their characters, um, their grandfather or great grandfather or great great something like that father,
Yeah,
he was the very first image uh of a horse. He was on top of a horse, and he was the very first image that they ever captured on camera or something like that.
yeah. It's like supposed to be like the first
Video or something.
set of pictures made into a
Yeah.
motion picture. It's
Yeah.
which is of an unnamed horse jockey riding a horse,
Hmm.
and the Hayworths are like, yep, that's our great 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 great. There's another great grandfather.
Yeah. So basically, that ranch of the horses that they have, they use they like rent their horses for movies and everything,
Hmm.
and but they're losing their business, like you mentioned, and I found it like interesting that like they actually put the horse on set, um, and the they were like trying to mess with it, and then there's like an actor like that messes with the horse, and like and then Daniel Kaluuya's character is like, oh, no, 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 don't mess with
Yeah,
it. And but the end of it all basically is that the shoot doesn't go well, and um end up like firing them, and they end up getting like a CGI horse,
yeah, and
which that's like why they're losing money and
yeah,
everything.
and also not only that, before that Otis Senior ends up passing away, he was the one that was mainly in charge of like all the horses and like
Hmm.
obviously he was better with people because you could sort of get that vibe that Daniel Kaluuya's character, um, he's not the well, he's not that well versed when it comes to like the rest of the Hollywood people. You
Yeah,
know,
he's kind of like, he kind of has like an anxiety.
yeah, he kind of just looks like dead inside, which I understand. You know, like your father just passed away 6 months ago. Your money, your business is going out. You have to sell all your horses. You know, shit's not going well. So I can tell why he's not
Hmm.
the best with people. But also, I did want to
He
say
was
that
killed.
the dad is played by Keith David, who Keith David has been in a bunch of uh cool horror movies. He's been in like he was in The Thing. He was in Tales from the Hood. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He also voices Spawn, um, comic character Spawn in Mortal Kombat, and he does a bunch of other voices in
I didn't
cartoons.
know he voiced Spawned.
Yeah,
I
he's
know I know him from like Community, and like he also voiced the
oh okay.
president in Rick and Morty and
Yeah, he was
stuff.
he was in Rick and Morty. Yeah,
He has a great voice,
he has
Keith
he has
David.
such a good voice. He's awesome. I feel like he's so underused in this. I would have
Yeah, definitely. I
I would
would
have
have
loved
loved
him.
for him to be more in the movie.
Yeah, but oh well.
That was probably like less than a minute, really, that he was in the movie.
And then he shows up in flashbacks, but it's like he has like
Yeah, I guess with the flashbacks, probably
he has
about
like
less than five,
he
less
has
than
like
five for sure.
he has like 10 lines max.
Yeah,
He does
it's not great.
his death is super cool though because it's like it's crazy.
Cool.
Well, it's because it's so weird because he's like looking up at the sky and then and then like shit just starts falling from the sky, right at the beginning of the movie, and Danny Kaluuya's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then he looks over at his dad, and his dad is just sort of like hunched over on top of the horse, and then he just falls down, and then the next shot is just like him bleeding in the truck, and it's freaking scary, because imagine if that happened to you, like you just look over and you see like somebody just bleeding out, you don't know what the hell happened, and then
Hmm.
you find out that it was a quarter that rained down from the sky and just went inside his eyeball all the way to his brain.
Just
That's
fucking sliced your face in half,
just him.
basically.
Dude, I'm never going outside ever again, because well, now I gotta worry about quarters falling from the fucking sky.
Yeah, I
Keys.
mean, yeah, I never expected that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a little nice detail when you think about it, because like, of course, if you're talking about aliens, yeah, sure, they'll get sucked up by the alien,
Yeah,
beamed
but
up, whatever.
yeah.
But you never think about like the things that they have in their pockets.
Well, yeah. What happens to the thing that the aliens don't want to keep?
Exactly.
Which is really unique. Like it's a cool way of dying, and it makes you wonder, like, because going into the movie, we already knew it was about a UFO or whatever, and so you're
Hmm.
like, damn, what the hell? Like, we know what it is, but the characters don't know what it is. So
Hmm.
it's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
I thought that was right.
yeah, and it's also the suspense of like we don't know what the aliens are gonna do. We don't know, like we before the movie, we don't
Yeah,
know what the aliens are gonna do. We don't know how they even look like.
yeah.
Uh, and
Like,
and what like how the fuck are they gonna affect like the characters?
yeah. And oh man, and the scene that happens later in the movie is just, I thought it was so cool. Like when you see more of that stuff fall down from the sky, but it's done like in a specific way. Awesome. It's so cool. It reminded me of like The Shining and stuff. I don't want to spoil it. I don't know when we should talk about it, because we haven't even
Okay.
talked about the
What?
alien. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we actually go into all of the details of the alien and everything, the movie right now, you guys know I always give the percentage of the Rotten Tomato score. The movie right now is rated at an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty good for Jordan Peele. I mean, like we said, he's been successful in all three of his releases, all three of his first releases. To It's important to note that because this is first three movies. The audience score is not so great. It at a 69%. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that it is a 69%. Um, because I enjoyed the movie. Um, but I guess the consensus is that this third movie has been like, I don't want to say the worst, but it is generally it's rated the worst out of the three movies that he has right now. Um,
I think that might be just because it is so different compared to
exactly.
his last two movies. But that I don't know, because it still has really good commentary. Like the whole theme of the movie is like what I said. It's about the spectacle. You can't stop recording, but it's also about you know taming animals, the relationship with animals,
Hmm.
and that's with the Haywards, the horses. You see that with Steven Yeun's character and the chimpanzee, and then you see it later in the movie thread. Towards the last
Hmm.
act, what they're trying to do to get a picture. So,
Yeah.
but it's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know the audience score was.
It was kind of low.
It's not a bad score, but it's weird.
It's lower than I thought it would be.
It's more
But
mixed than I thought it was gonna.
yeah, but talking about the audience score, the low audience score, I'm looking at it right now. For us, the tomato meter right now is at a 93%, so certified fresh. Um, but the audience score is a huge difference. The audience score is at a 60%, so it's even lower than Nope. I don't know why. I also enjoyed Us. It was kind of weird, not gonna lie,
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it
Us
and
was cool.
definitely wouldn't give it a 60%. But definitely, I think without a doubt, and I think I no one would disagree with me on this. Get Out has probably been his best movie, and it was his first movie, which is at a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is very high for a first movie, and then also an 86% on audience score. So still a pretty great rating in 86%, but just think about that. It was his first movie, and it was the best one. So crazy to think about. Yeah. So nope. It was an increase in the audience score for us from us, but a decrease in the tomato meter for the movie reviewers. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've enjoyed all three of his releases, but yeah, this is definitely one that made you think more than the other two. So yeah. But yes, now that we talked about the ratings of the movie, uh, now we can. I think we can get into the movie in detail now. Um, basically, these aliens are not what you think. They are not aliens per se. Um, it's kind of revealed later, in like the middle of the movie, I
Yeah,
think.
like halfway almost.
Yeah, that it is one huge alien. It is
Yeah,
one huge alien that looks like a UFO ship, like
yeah,
a flying disc.
yeah, it looks like a flying saucer. Um, but throughout the movie, they're like, it's too fast to be a ship, whatever, and then they come to the conclusion that it's a living thing. I don't know. It's so cool. It's like a weird like. To me, it reminded me of a stingray. Like without
Hmm.
the little flaps or the tail, just sort of like flying through the air like that. I thought it was cool design. Um,
Yeah, but I mean, are you actually happy with the design of it being one huge alien in, like, instead of being like an alien in a ship, it's like the ship is the alien?
yes, I think that's so cool because especially when you see the way it eats people, it's like how well, it's like where you were saying that like the UFO like it sucks people in, and that's what we think. So this thing just like sucks up a huge amount of people, and you see the people like struggling inside of it, and they're
Hmm.
like screaming, and whenever it flies over you, like the people are still screaming, like they're being digested, or who knows what's going on inside of it. Like that's really cool to me on
Hmm.
not just design wise but sound design wise too. Um, yeah, I thought it was sick. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like Jordan Peele could do some creepy aliens, you know,
Hmm.
but I feel like this is more memorable when
Memorable.
when it comes to like later on in the movie.
Hmm. I kind of disagree with you, not gonna lie. Uh, I don't know. I feel like this movie, it was great. I enjoyed it, like I said. But I don't know. I feel like you said about that Jordan Peele could definitely make some aliens creepy, like actually creepy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like this wasn't his best decision, in my opinion.
Mm.
I was not a big fan of the ship being an alien. I don't know. I feel like it's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a weird decision. I don't know. Uh, that I mean, first of all, if it was gonna be like that, I kind of would have liked it if they explained them more, like the aliens, not like the U.S. government finding out about like the actual alien. I mean, like, I don't know, showing a fucking planet or something where it comes from or something. Uh, but I don't know. I feel like it wasn't good. It wasn't that great of an idea in my opinion. I would have much more preferred an actual alien coming in from the ship or something. Which Jordan Peele teased it in the trailer. I know one of the trailers there's a scene where like uh what's his name? What's Daniel Kaluuya's character's name? I forgot.
OJ.
There you go, OJ. Yeah, so there's a scene in the trailer where OJ is like in the barn or something, and then you just see like a round head
Yeah, that
popping out.
that's in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, no. It's in the trailer.
Hmm.
So they make you think that uh like they're actually gonna be some aliens.
Hmm.
But in reality it's not. It's actually one of Steven Yeun's kids
Yeah,
dressed up as a little alien.
yeah,
Uh
and I like that scene so much. That scene was so cool when
it was funny.
you see the one little alien really far away. Danny Kaluuya, like he like moves, he looks back, and then another one pops out.
Yeah.
That scene was cool, and then he ended up punching one of them.
Hmm.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
all of those kids died, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
They got
Yep, I remember that.
they got sucked up by the actual alien.
Yeah, it was funny. Well, girl, when I was watching the movie, I remember being like genuinely like, oh shit, it's going down. Like the actual aliens are coming
Mhm.
out right now, and like it was like pretty early in the movie.
Yeah, I was like, there's no. I was like, well, I felt the same way because I was like, there's no way Jordan Peele's doing like an actual like little gray alien movie,
Hmm.
and then it turned out to be uh kids in the
Just this,
costume,
yeah, kids in costume.
and I was
Yeah,
like,
but when he like punched the kid in the costume, I was like laughing my ass off. I think
yeah,
that was fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Uh, which I would have done the same thing, the same reaction.
See that's why I kind of like that he didn't do actual aliens or like people looking aliens because I feel like that would be easy to fight, you know,
Hmm.
and more easier to get a picture of. Like he literally takes a picture of one of them on his phone, you know.
Yeah,
So I kind of like that's a big ship because it's like tougher to fight and it's like super fast. It hides behind
yeah,
a cloud, so it's harder to take a picture of.
yeah. It's unpredictable.
Oh, and another thing, the electricity thing, you know, all the cameras basically turn off. So
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of standard. Like it's not the first time I've seen that. Like, oh, aliens are coming, so like the electricity
no,
goes
yeah,
out.
but I mean like it makes a more sort of believable thing of, as to like why you wouldn't be able to get a good picture of it
Hmm.
because it's like your cameras would fucking die or whatever
Yeah,
rather than it just being like a little alien dude. I'm like click click,
yeah,
and then
but
you
yeah,
punch the shit out of it, you know?
what's the shit? Yeah, I mean, like I said, Daniel Kaluuya's character OJ, he definitely had the same reaction that I would have had. I would just punch the
Mm-hmm.
shit out of someone if they were
Yeah,
in front of me coming out of nowhere. But it definitely creeped me out at first because obviously we didn't know they were Steven Yeun's kids at first.
yeah.
So it was funny at first.
Um,
But anyways, after I finally accepted that, okay, it's not gonna be aliens, it's just gonna be one huge alien. Um, I'll say that it definitely felt better after that I accepted that fact because it was a cool idea. Like when they showed like the people getting sucked through
yeah,
and like they were like struggling inside. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It made me feel like made me get claustrophobic, and I was like, oh
Yeah, it
shit.
felt super claustrophobic. And then later in the movie, when the big the big what do they call
It,
in the movie? They call him Jean Jacket. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when Jean
Like
Jacket,
the alien fucking evolved.
yeah, they call him no, but I was gonna say when he gets to the top of the house and it's raining and it just
Oh
starts
yeah,
throwing up like all the blood and all the shit it sucked up. That scene
that scene was really cool.
that scene was
Yeah,
cool. That scene was gross, like in a
just like
cool way.
a blood shower.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that's one of the things I meant. Were like when I finally accepted that it was like one huge alien.
Hmm.
Um, I was like, okay, this is fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
that huge blood shower is probably one of my favorite scenes in
Yeah.
the whole movie.
And I love that in that scene also. I love that the characters in this is, I mean especially um OJ and M are like so quick to just like not want to do anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like Daniel Kaluuya is stuck in the truck. He looks up and sees just like the hole, or like he sees like the alien, and he's like nope, and he like closes the car door again, and Kiki Palmer's like nope, nope, like so many times. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they said the title so many times.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to explain this movie, I guess. It's like,
Nope.
yep, nope. I'm not
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go
the
anywhere near that thing. Yeah.
it's kind of funny because throughout the movie, every time they said nope, I was like, huh, that's the movie title. But
That's the
then I
title.
was also, I was also thinking like maybe nope all this time it stood for like something like it's an acronym,
I I
and I
th-
was
I think it was.
oh if
I
it is then I was making it up in
I
my head.
I remember seeing something on Twitter, but I don't know if it was like a joke or not.
Yeah, because what I was coming up with was not of uh
Oh,
what was it, not of or not mm,
not yeah. So some people were
not
saying,
of Earth,
yeah,
but I can't think of the P.
planet.
Oh, not of planet Earth. I'm so
Yeah,
stupid.
that's what I saw on Twitter. That's what I remember seeing. But I don't think it's actually supposed to be.
Maybe, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
I
it makes.
mean,
I like
it
that acronym. You know.
yeah, not a fucking with like PH, not a fucking Earth. Yeah, it was pretty great. The I wanted to also mention that the side characters of this movie, were pretty good. Apart from Stephen Yeun, there was also Brandon Perea who plays Angel,
Oh yeah, I liked
and
him.
then Michael Wincott who plays what's his name? R Antlers Hoist or Holst? Is it Hoist or Holst? Can't see the name. Can't remember. But basically, he's a director who's good with the camera and everything.
Oh, oh yeah,
Yeah, the one with the he's a he
Antlers.
very yeah. It's a
Antlers Holst, I think. Yeah.
yeah that voice, dude.
Oh, his
He
voice
had
is so cool. Like
was sick,
it's so
dude.
raspy.
He
Um,
he definitely needs to do like some voiceover for something if he hasn't already.
yeah.
Yeah, but I had never seen him before. Especially also Brandon Perea also, which I thought at first that his character was going to be annoying, but I actually really ended up liking his
Yeah,
character.
no, I like this character too. What I read is that supposedly his character was supposed to die.
Mm.
Like, like when you get sucked up with the barbed wire after the director dies, he was supposed to die.
Mm.
But apparently he convinced Universal and Jordan Peele to let the character live. So that's
Oh,
pretty
see,
cool.
I didn't know that Universal was involved.
Well, I think Universal.
Uh, well, since we're on the topic of Universal, I hadn't told you this, but basically, guys, I was on vacation this past week. Uh, these last 2 weeks, I was on vacation, and I actually went to LA. Uh, so I got to visit the places where they do the movies. Yay! Uh, so since obviously we're a movie podcast, oral Spider-Man podcast, um, basically it was pretty exciting for me going to see Hollywood and everything. And I visited the Chinese theater. I visited the universe. I visited Universal Studios, which I didn't know that they actually film in Universal Studios in Hollywood. So there was a couple stages where they said like, "Oh, has anyone seen Nope?" And a lot of people had not seen it. Like the majority, probably like one or two people only saw it at that time, and I hadn't seen it yet when we went. But basically, they told us like, "Oh, actually, Nope filmed right here, right there." And then, actually, one of the stages, what that was the highlight was because uh, what's it the chimpanzee's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
the scene it was filmed right there.
Oh wow.
Like we didn't actually see like the inside of the stage, but it was filmed in
Mm-hmm.
one of those stages. And then also we got to see the actual location of the like the fucking park that the Steven Yeun characters owns. Like the little cowboy park.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw it, like that he actually used that. So that was pretty cool to actually be in a movie set. So yeah. And then I didn't know this, but we traveled to LA on July 20th. So on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. But the Monday before that, so the 18th, they had the Nope premiere right there. So
Oh,
that's crazy. I didn't know that. So I was in the same place where Jordan Peele was, and then Kiki Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya. So that was pretty cool to think about. And they still had the Nope posters or banners, whatever you want to call it, at the Chinese theater.
that's
And
cool.
we actually saw the Nope movie in the Chinese theater. So
I didn't know they showed actual movies there. I thought it was just like
no, yeah, they do all the premieres there.
that's cool.
Not all of them, but they have like two, three theaters in
a bunch
Hollywood
of them.
Boulevard. Yeah, yeah, they have like two, three theaters in Hollywood Boulevard. There's one that's called El Capitan. That's where they do like the Disney premieres. Like that's where they did like Doctor Strange and Thor, which is literally across the street. But the Chinese theater, that's like other stuff also, like Nope. And I know the one of the people that worked at the theater actually gave us like a little tour of it, and she told us that they did the Minions premiere there, and that and that Steve Carell was there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I got to see some cool, pretty cool shit in LA, and I got to visit where all the movie stars visit. So pretty great. Uh, I don't know if I don't know if you would call that a show off. I'm not trying to show off, but like I'm just trying to say like, oh, like this shit was pretty cool. So I wanted to mention it, especially since we're talking about Nope,
Hmm.
and this happened with the Nope thing. So yeah, pretty cool. Wanted to mention that. uh, yeah. Unluckily though, we didn't get to see any celebrities.
Or luckily, you didn't get to see any aliens. So
Yeah.
correct
Yeah,
sense of
pretty
phrasing
cool.
right there.
Yeah, definitely for sure. And uh yeah, no, I really don't think that anyone like in today's age, like if this movie Nope, if the aliens were actually going through the actual city, not like just a desert ranch, I feel like no one would take a chance. No one would have a chance with this alien. Like this alien was actually crazy
Hmm.
when you think about it. Like it was OP as hell.
Yeah. Um. Well, kind of. It's OP at first, but then it gets like
But then it gets kind of dumb.
yeah, it eats barbed wire and it like unravels and it's like it gets like a second cool form.
Yeah.
But then it eats balloons and shit just pops. So
Yeah. But then also the fact that we haven't mentioned this, the alien only eats you if you look at it.
well, yeah. Um, yeah, it's like what Daniel Kaluuya is saying about the horse. You know, don't look the horse in the eye, or else it's gonna like kick your shit in.
Hmm.
Or don't look Gordy in the eye, and don't scare Gordy, or else it's gonna like rip your face off.
There you go. I had forgotten the chimp's name. Yeah,
So
Gordy's birthday.
so it's that horror that horror. Oh my god, that whole I didn't mean to say horror. I'm sorry. It's that whole thing, you know, about like taming the wild animal. Um,
Yeah.
which it's weird that like it only sucks you up if you like look directly at it, because like what else are you gonna fucking do? But I love how they.
It reminded me of Bird Box.
Oh yeah, fuck Bird Box. I never saw it though.
It's just, yeah, Bird Box was not great. I remember seeing it.
I just didn't care about it. But I think it's so cool that they have like those little inflatable dudes with the eyeballs, and the monster's like, yeah, I'm gonna suck up these dudes because they're looking at me. Daniel Kaluuya has the Scorpion King hoodie, but he puts eyeballs on the back of it. That's so cool. I don't know. I thought it was a clever way. I thought it was way more clever than Bird Box, because in Bird Box you never see what the fuck
Yeah.
is like
I don't think
moving.
we actually see the aliens in Bird Box.
Are they
Or,
aliens in Bird Box? I don't even know what
I
they
don't know
are.
if they're aliens, monsters, what the fuck it is, but
Yeah.
anyways, that movie was bad. Uh I mean, well, I don't know if it was bad, but it just wasn't as good. as others.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people loved it when it first
I
came out, and I did not see the hype for it.
I remember a lot of people were talking about it, and I was like, I do not want to see this because I saw the trailer. I was like, I this doesn't look that interesting to me. Um, maybe I'll give it a shot. What do you guys think? We should do an episode on Bird Box.
Yeah, I don't want
Me
to.
neither. Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah,
But what?
the TMZ
The
reporter. That guy was funny when he was like,
Oh yeah,
"Where's your
that was
camera?
funny.
Where's your camera?" And then
That was so funny.
when he falls off the motorcycle, so fucking
He
funny.
just yeah, like, oh, I think that guy's dead, and you just hear him.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what I saw on Twitter? I saw Logan Paul.
Dude, I have it pulled up right here.
Oh yeah, I saw that
I have
I saw that he hated this movie.
Yeah, I literally have the tweets pulled up right here. If I could show you, I would. But yeah, I was waiting for the time to mention it. That yeah, I'll if you want, you can read the tweets. It's up to you, or do you want me to read them?
You can. I don't have him pulled up. I was just saying.
Okay, well, this is a 10-part tweet,
Oh
so
Jesus.
it is kind of long. But we can break it down a little bit.
Yeah, break it down.
Uh, Basically, Logan Paul. I mean, I'll just read what he says in the first tweet. He says, "Nope is one of the worst movies that I've seen in a long time. I love Jordan Peele and Kiki Palmer can act their ass off, but this movie is objectively slow and confusing with stretched themes that don't justify the pace." Do you agree with that? Just to
No.
start off.
Well, I agree with what he said about Kiki Palmer and Jordan Peele. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean the themes they're throughout the whole movie, but I don't feel like they're stretched out. I feel like the movie tells you what it wants to tell you in a good way.
Hmm.
I mean it's not really slow because right from the beginning it's like shit happens.
Hmm.
I thought it was gonna be.
Although,
I would.
yeah, because it starts off with the chimp,
Yeah.
but one thing, I'm kind of disappointed that we actually didn't get to see the chimp going ape shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know, since it's a Jordan Peele movie,
It all happens off
and
screen. Yeah.
yeah, but since it's a Jordan Peele movie, I kind of expected him to actually show
Hmm.
uh something, because I don't know, I feel like we've gotten some good shit from him before. So I expected that. But second thing, um, do you think that uh that the whole plot with the chimp was relevant or not?
Yeah, because okay. So, Steven Yeun's character, he has the relationship with Gordy, right?
Hmm.
They do like the first fist bump ever of all time, according to Steven Yeun's character. So Gordy, even though he's like,
I think they mean the first one with the chimp.
oh,
I don't think they meant from all time.
no, it's because Kiki Palmer says, oh, that was y'all or something like that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, but like they had like a name for it. Like
oh,
the fist one had a name. I don't remember the name.
Rocket Fist. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
Um,
some shit. I don't
but
know.
basically, it's supposed to be that even though it's a killer animal, Steven Yeun's character kind of feels like if you treat the animal nice, it's not like a killing machine anymore. Which is
Hmm.
kind of what he does to Jean Jacket later in the movie. He thinks that like, oh, by feeding him horses, I'm sort of like taming this thing. He think it's sort of like the same thing because it's like Jean Jacket is the same thing as Gordy, where they're animals, they're wild animals, but people think that they can have them
Hmm.
be uh like part of an attraction or like a TV show. It's that sort of thing. So I think it adds to the story. I don't think
Yeah,
it.
it's relevant. Yeah, I see what you mean, but I also thought it was kind of relevant because, like, for example, Steven Yeun's character, he survived that attack. I think he was the only. No, no, never mind. He's not the only one that
Yeah,
survived.
the other
Uh,
girl survived,
yeah, the one
but
with
she,
the
but she got really like messed up.
yeah, but her and obviously now the Hayward family, they now both have survived uh those traumatic events.
Yeah,
So
the yeah
So I guess that's like one correlation, but it's really like kind of off. It's not like directly correlated, but I
Yeah,
mean, I guess you
it's
could say that.
it's just like similar themes, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought the whole Logan Paul thing was funny because
Yeah, one of the things you mentioned that I also was questioned about it. Uh why did the shoe stand upright on the set of Gordy's home? This one I'm sure has a reason, but haven't found anything that makes sense.
I
Which is true. I actually don't know.
I saw theories that it's either supposed to be like the bad miracle, you know, like the thing that Daniel Kaluuya's character talks about at the beginning of the
Hmm.
movie when his father dies from like something so random, you know. Um I saw a tweet saying that like in spite of like such a violent situation, the shoe landed upright somehow. So that's like a sort of bad miracle, a miracle happening in a bad situation.
Like something so unfortunate and like so rare,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, basically like something so lucky happening in something unfortunate. That's one theory I saw. Another theory was just that it was like his imagination. So and I was like, I like the other one more.
I know I kind of understand the bad miracle thing, but it's kind of funny because it reminds me of a comedy podcast in Spanish that I really like. It's called La Cotorrisa. But they talked about like percentages of people that die in the shower, like slipping or something,
Mm-hmm.
and like apparently like it's very low, like only like a couple thousand in like the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were saying like imagine uh you're so lucky that you
That you die
die
in the shower.
this way, like you're so lucky but in the wrong way
Yeah.
to die out of this, like that's like basically winning the lottery.
Mm-hmm. Just the opposite.
so so yeah, so,
Like
but you fucking
winning the
lose.
lottery the opposite way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, like everyone won but except
Like,
you,
hey,
basically.
suddenly you're bankrupt.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I kind of understand that bad miracle thing. I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't thought of it. I didn't remember that part though. So nice,
Yeah.
nice to remember that. Yeah, other things that Logan Paul has said. The deep voice cinematographer was cryptic for no reason other than being cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that this guy was willing to die because he wanted to get a better lighting to capture the ET for real?
Dude.
That last thing I don't agree with. I do not think that he did it just because he wanted to get better lighting. Like that's dumb. He definitely sacrificed himself like for a reason.
No, dude. Like he did say that the lighting was better.
What'd you say? You cut out. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying that the guy literally said that the lighting was better. Like,
No, but I
like
definitely
no,
think that he sacrificed himself.
but no, it's because he had already gotten the shot of the thing,
Hmm.
and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for an even better shot and better lighting, and I'm gonna get sucked up and get shots of the inside of the monster. That's what he did. He just wanted better shots, which is it's interesting to hear Logan Paul say that because he's been very controversial when it comes to recording things that he shouldn't supposed to. If you guys know about Logan Paul, you know what the fuck he recorded, but it's basically the same thing, like recording something
Like basically, Logan Paul, you're no one. You're not to talk.
you're not one to talk. You recorded tragedy for the sake of views, and it's the same thing that this guy basically did. So I don't think anybody
Damn,
should listen
bro.
to your opinion. So
Damn, bro. Just completely messed with Logan Paul.
yeah, dude, Logan, he's gonna want to fight me, but it's okay.
Oh, dude, you can definitely take him.
He's never gonna see this podcast ever.
Nah, dude. I mean, I'll make sure he sees it
Oh,
too,
okay,
so that. All
okay.
right, no. So, dude, good. It's clout, dude.
It's
Imagine you fighting Logan Paul, dude. I mean, I feel like it'll be fun to get the shit rocked, your shit rocked. But I mean, you get paid millions. Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, yeah, sure. They get paid millions, sure. Getting my shit rocked, maybe not so much. It's okay.
Yeah,
Then
no, but I don't know. I still I disagree with the line thing. I don't know. I don't care what you say. In my mind,
He
you can't change my
sacrificed
mind.
himself.
He sacrificed himself. In my
Okay,
mind, you can't change it.
okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Uh,
because he got close with.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I don't know. I feel
But
like
I don't.
he
But I don't
like
want to agree with Logan Paul. So you know what, Drippy? Yeah, I
yeah
agree. I agree. He sacrificed himself.
yeah no. It's because like if you think about it, like he got kind of close with the people. Like he got close with the Haywards and with Angel. Like
Yeah, you.
he like grew on to like I mean they grew on to him. So I feel like
Yeah,
he did
but
it for them.
he didn't
Yeah, but
like
no, fuck
he
you.
didn't do anything important. Like he just got sucked up and made.
Well, he caused a distraction for sure.
I guess, but then for afterwards, everybody was like, "What the fuck do we do now?" You know, like it sort of made the situation worse.
Yeah. Anyways, other thing, I'm skipping all other tweets that Logan Paul did.
Let's not talk about that guy anymore. Um, end of the movie, Kiki Palmer rides a motorcycle. She's such a badass. She does the Akira slide. If you guys have seen Akira, she does
hmm
that slide. It's fucking sick, and she gets a picture of the alien again after blowing it up with a huge balloon.
Oh, that well picture thing
Oh
was
yeah,
pretty cool.
that thing was so cool because she takes like so many pictures trying to get the shot right, and
hmm
she gets it like right at the last second, right before the alien just fucking explodes. Um, and then OJ is still alive, and then so is Angel.
Yeah,
Um,
but it was kind of I didn't think a huge balloon would kill the alien,
I
but
mean,
it was funny, I guess.
me neither. But then I saw the barbed wire just like rip its shit, like caused it to like be all biblical Mothra looking thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe this thing is like a really lightweight thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I would have liked. I like that the alien like fucking basically shapeshifted and like evolved.
It looked really cool in the last one.
It did. It looked really cool. But I didn't like basically what would be the mouth of the
Oh,
alien.
like the weird like square with like
Yeah, it looked
the
fucking weird.
the flappy thingies. Yeah, I don't
It
know.
looked like an antenna or like what would be what's it called? The things in space, like the U.S. government, like this fucking uh the space shuttle or something. I don't fucking know whatever the fuck it's called. Uh, the things in space that look like antennas. Basically, it looked like that.
Oh,
And
a satellite? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, satellite. There you go.
Okay.
I couldn't think of the fucking
I was
word.
so
There you go.
confused, dude. I had no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking satellite, which I didn't like. I don't know. It that's all I could think about. Like that's a weird fucking mouth, a square mouth that looks like a satellite. I don't know. It didn't make sense. I would have appreciated more if it looked more like the inside of a mouth of a huge fucking monster.
Hmm.
Um, maybe not like with teeth and shit, but like I don't know, fucking sucking and you can see like the inside.
Yeah, but you know what was cool that it kind of like moved its mouth from like one side to the other side.
Yeah, that was cool. I
I
did like
I
that.
thought that was really cool.
I did like that. I just didn't like the fucking design of it.
Yeah, it was weird. I like when it opened up. I didn't necessarily like that the mouth thingy had like those frills. I don't know. It looked weird, but I mean, it was. I guess it was supposed to look weird. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
but Kiki Palmer basically defeated
Kiki
the
Palmer.
alien
Yeah,
all by herself.
yeah.
And then it was a
It was
cool
cool.
moment finally seeing uh OJ alive with the epic music in the background.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a weird ending. I don't know. I feel like I
uh,
expected more from the ending.
I read that it was supposed to be also end that maybe there was going to be more aliens or like more of his kind, Jean Jacket's kind.
Yeah.
So, or there was also an ending where it was supposed to Jean Jacket was still going to be alive afterwards. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would have preferred the downer ending I feel like I like the happier one, especially with the Hayworths, because they finally got their their shot after so much shit they went through. But yeah, I feel like the ending's kind of just like boom, like it ends. Like you don't really.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't. No, I mean, I guess if you say, I was gonna say there really wasn't that much of closure, but the closure is that the alien is finally gone and
Yeah,
they
the
got their
alien's
picture.
gone. They got their money. Yeah, so I mean,
But I don't know. I feel like it just cut off. That's it.
yeah,
That's just
yeah.
how it felt.
I can see why. Yeah, that it's like you don't see what they do afterward. That's something that my girlfriend mentioned also, that she would have liked to see them like be like turn in the picture, or like see like their ranch with like more horses afterwards, like after they're like all rich. Um,
Hmm.
I thought it was an okay ending. Definitely not the best, but I thought it was cool the way Kiki Palmer rode in the motorcycle, and the way um Daniel Kaluuya comes in with the horse.
Hmm.
So basically, two types of motorcycles, really.
Yeah, yeah, for real. And they're both pretty cool. So
Yeah.
they did a great job with the
Uh,
horse and then with the motorcycle.
yeah. So yeah, that's it for that movie. I think.
Yeah. So what would you rate it?
Honestly, man, like probably like a 7 or an 8. I think. Um, more so,
Yeah,
more so,
I'm on the same range.
more so. I feel like towards an 8. I did enjoy it. I don't. I was telling this to my girlfriend. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as uh Get Out. I don't know if I liked it more than Us. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Jordan Peele, he's become one of my favorite horror directors.
Hmm.
He's honestly he's 3 for 3 for me right now. There's a
Yeah.
chance he could fuck up in the future, but it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna see his content. I'm still gonna support it. So good.
I mean, so far he has a good reputation. So yeah, I definitely am a fan of him right now. And I mean, I've always been a fan of him, especially since his comedy days.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, this wasn't his best work. But I still definitely enjoyed it. Like I've mentioned so many times, I know I'm repeating myself. But movies in an 82 on Rotten Tomatoes, I would give it a 7.5 bloody Gordies out of 10.
Bloody Gordy's out of 10. Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. We didn't mention that Gordy, rest in peace, he was shot in the fucking head
Oh yeah,
in front of Stephen Yeun's character, which was epic, and I didn't expect that. It scared me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Rest
completely
in
for
peace,
I
Gordy.
completely forgot Gordy got shot. Also,
Yeah. Rest in peace, Gordy. Definitely did not want to see
yeah.
animals getting hurt. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of the episode there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Anything else that we don't gotta do anything else, right? We're there.
nah, we're good.
Cool.
Anyways, we just gotta say thank you to everyone who has been listening. Thank you all for your support. Follow us on all the social medias. You guys know we got TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Facebook,
We got an
we got
OnlyFans.
Twitter.
We got fucking MySpace.
Yeah, Sebastian uploads on the OnlyFans, not us, not me. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you want to see that content, go please.
Yeah, it's not even me. I just steal pictures from the internet and then post them.
God damn. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for the support. We really appreciate it. See you guys next time.